Today we are going to be able to recover our device without having to use the PC. We are going to use a totally updated method for those people who have not been able to solve what is the problem of account deletion. Well, do not worry today we are going to explain step by step how to recover your device if it has a screen lock or a Google account without having to use the PC. The first thing we are going to do is connect to a Wi-Fi network to be able to start the same process. I also want to tell you that we have other updated methods. We have left those methods both in the description of the video and in the first fixed comment. You will be able to find those other methods. That said, what we are going to do now is let's connect to a Wi-Fi network. First of all, we are going to click Next. We click here on Skip. We are going to wait for it to load. We click here on Next. We click here. We are going to connect to a Wi-Fi network. Then once we connect to the Wi-Fi network, we are going to give it that tour first of all so that you can see that it is totally blocked, as this device is quite blocked well. Let's use, we're not going to use what is the option that we previously entered through policy and privacy, since those functions are no longer working either, that option that we went to previously. What was adjustment works, we put in a SIM card, a SIM card locked with a PIN code. We went down notifications. We selected the little nut and it took us directly to what was adjustment. Now those functions are no longer working. As we can see, we have a screen lock. On our phone here we will be able to find the Google account, the Gmail account. Having said that, we are not going to use what is blocked zinc that we entered through Google Maps from there, since that function is no longer working. I'm going to show you so that you can see that this device is in fact on the latest updates. We are going to introduce the locked zinc with that PIN code, and we're going to show you that previously we entered here an emergency call. We wrote 911. We hit call here, we got this option here. We hit it here again, we could enter. But this function is no longer working. Let's give it now. Let's check it. It doesn't want to select, but here it shows us. Look how you can see here. Here previously we clicked on it, and what it did before was enter Google Maps, or before we also entered through here. We are going to remove the blocked zinc. Let's go screen. We went down, and before we also entered through here. We entered through the application through the little nut, it took us directly to what was adjustment, but you can see that it is no longer working if that option happens to you. Either that it no longer gives you the option to be able to share the applications. Well, I recommend that you watch your video tutorial, that you watch this video tutorial step by step. What we are going to have is a zinc locked with a PIN code. Yes, we will have it. That is not going to change, but we are going to use a different method. Updated method. This method that we are going to use today is updated. We are going to lower the notifications, and we are going to select what? This is we are going to select the month, the week, the day, and the day. Here we are going to select that option. It is going to take us here in this section. We are going to click on these three dots that we are going to click on here where it says configuration or adjustment here. We are going to go down here. We are going to click on it here in what says apps. We are going to click here, updates. Here it takes us to what is Google Chrome. Previously some video tutorials showed that it took us to head apps. But here these options are no longer working. We are going to see here in the calendar either. We go back, here we are going to. Here in this little cross we are going to click here an event we can. Also create we are going to click here in the first option we are going. To select events we click here. On these three dots are the event we are going to click on the event we are going to click. On edit no it is not here then we go back we go back here it is not. Then we are going to select this option, this last one that comes out here below. We are going to select the last one. We are going to click here on the three dots. We are going to click on it here where it says share. Now what we are going to select is here is this message that appears here. We are going to select that message. It opens for us. We go back. We go back in a little. Let's see, here is Google Share Image. Let's click on it, but the important thing is to enter from here. Let's see, we are going to introduce this SIM card. We are going to let the SIM card read it, the phone is red. We let the SIM card read phone, we click on it again. We click on it here where it says share. We are going to select an image here. Well, it doesn't matter. We are going to click on the magnifying glass here. We are going to write any number. We saw any number. We click on next. Here it's ready. Previously we clicked here and it was marked and we were given 3 dots. That option is no longer working. It no longer works. But this method will work. We are going to place. If your phone has the latest update, the method will work for you. Because it will not ask you that YouTube is out of date. It will not ask you that YouTube is out of date because it is in the latest version. This will not work here. As we can see, we click here and it does not work here, it does not work. But if we give it the URL, it does work. Yes, see, that does work. We click here, we give it the ball. If we click on YouTube itself, it will not work. But if you have the latest update, it will give you access from the URL. It will give you that access, so what are we going to do? We are going to click here where it says adjustment. We give it accessibility here, we enable this accessibility option. Then we click here where it says controls. Then we select this option that says adjustment. We click here where it says accessibility menu, we enable this function. We click here, ready, it is already enabled. We enabled that and it has another information option. Well then here it gives us adjustment, we go back. Now we go back. We're going to click here where it says here in the last option. We're going to see if it takes us to policy and privacy. It already lets us enter policy and privacy. But it took us to the beginning, but this is not the problem. The problem here we have accessibility. We're going to click on it and we're going to say that it takes us to Google Chrome, we're going to see open Google Chrome. Here it would take us to Google Chrome. We click here, we go back here, we're going to write what our official page. Now I'm going to show you if it doesn't let you. If it doesn't show you Google Chrome, I'm going to show you another alternative. Let's clean the lens of our camera. It seems that it is a little dirty. Well now, yes. Well, we're going to write exactly as it appears here on the screen, Divisal. Then this option will appear here below, or Android TV. Either of the two options, you're going to click on it, you're going to click here. Well, we're going to go here where on our official page you're going to click on Understood. You're going to go to the latest options here. You will be able to find this option that says here David CEL Apps. Applications Device L. You are going to select that option. You are going to select it, then it is going to load this entry. Here you will be able to find another totally different method to be able to recover what is our device. There are other methods. Well, let's go down. Let's go down here. We are going to find this entry here that says Google Maps. Here it would take us directly to the Google Maps application. We are going to click here where it says Continue. We click on Continue. It seems that it takes us. Here it lets us enter Google Map. Then it seems that from here it lets us enter. We enter another one again and we are not going to click. Here it says Open Application and it is not entering anymore. If it does not enter, then what you are going to do is this. You are going to click here. You are going to click here in the assistant and you are going to say Open Google Maps. So we are going to be able to enter Google Maps. As we can see, you did not give to enter Google Chrome there. Do not worry. You can say Google Maps and it will take you directly here. That is why it is always advisable to watch the video tutorial so that you do not miss any of these details. This is what we're going to need here. We're going to need this profile that appears here, this little ball. We're going to click here where it says Settings. Going to click here where it says Notifications. We enable these notifications. We're going to click here. We go back. We click here where it says Location. We click here. Then we're going to click here where it says Accessibility and we're going to enable this accessibility. We go back. We click here where it says Location with Google Location Setting. We click on it. Now we're going to click here where it says All. We're going to click where it says All. We're going to select. Then we click here where it says More. Then we're going to click here where it says Show System. Here we're going to find the Google Play services. As we can see here, we have the Google Play services. We're going to disable. We disable those services. The Google Play service is already disabled. Now what we're going to do is restart our phone. We're going to restart it and we're just going to wait for our phone to restart. When our phone restarts completely, what we're going to do is be able to configure it. In some of the cases, our phone is left with some errors for those people who have those errors. What are the errors that we have left with our phone? That application stopped or that the touch does not work. We give it up, we lock the screen, we turn it on again. And it lets us move the screen. If that is your case that does not let us move the screen, I have the solution. At the end of the video I will explain what you are going to do to be able to correct all those errors. As we had said from the beginning of the video, in the description of the video and in the first fixed comment, we have a totally updated method. Other different methods. We are going to click here on Next. Now we are going to click here Back. It takes us. This is what happens sometimes. It always usually happens. On these already updated devices, it leaves us get to where the Wi-Fi network is. Well, if that's also your case, it doesn't let you get to where the Wi-Fi networks are. What we're going to do now is deactivate the Wi-Fi. We disconnected, we reconnected, we disconnected, we reconnected, we wait for the network to go away. The network has already gone away. We click back, now we click forward. Here we're going to find the Wi-Fi network. Now we're going to click here on jump. We click on jump again. Here the screen is going to flicker. The screen is going to wake up. We leave it there when it has that screen. What we're going to do now is go back again to where that Wi-Fi network is located. That's what we're going to do. We go back. We click again here. We're going to go back. The network is already connected. It seems that it went away again. So we're going to disconnect it again and we're going to stay right where the Wi-Fi network is. We're going to deactivate it again. We're going to click here where it says try new network. Here we're not going to do anything else. We're going to do the following now. We're going to click on it. We're going to wait to connect to the Wi-Fi network to be enabled, and we're going to enable Google Services now. Services. Google. Go back, let it load. We click forward. Here is where it shows us this option here, where the option to skip appears. That's why I was saying that option doesn't appear. We're going to click here. We're going to click here on Google. We're going to click here on Google. We're going to wait. We're going to click to the side. We're going to click here again on Google. Let's go in again. Click here. Well, nothing comes up for those options anymore. Now what we're going to do? We're going to click. Now we're going to withdraw again. Withdraw again. Go down. We're going to give the date there. The date again. We're going to give it here the. Again we're going to click. We're going to give it here in share. We're going to search for Gmail. Here we select Gmail. We give it here in skip. Here it's going to give us the option to enable those Google services. We're going to give it enable. It's already enabled. We go back. Back, we give it to one side. Here we're going to activate the Talbat. We press volume up. Volume down at the same time. We're going to give it here in activate. We do it again. Now that Talb is activated. We draw an L downwards forward. An L downwards forward. Letter L downwards forward up to here. Now we deactivate that Talbot again. What we're going to do here is delete the Wi-Fi network. No, not to give what is the IP address of our Wi-Fi here. Ready. The trick is to be here, not that any SIM card is not connected. We're going to click here on skip. We click on skip. Here it takes us to Google Services. As you can see, the little padlock still appears there. We click more, accept. We're going to be pending until that little padlock comes out. More, accept, next. Next, here in next we're going to wait for that little padlock to come out. We're going to wait a few seconds. That's why we always recommend watching the video tutorial step by step so that you don't miss any of these details and you can solve the Account deletion on your device if it has a screen lock or a forgotten Gmail account. Now when we recover our device, we're going to have an error. What are those errors that we have left? I'll be explaining to you so that you can apply correct all those errors.